Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, man accused of receiving stolen copper wires remanded. A man who is accused of receiving stolen copper wires, believed to belong to the telecommunications company Flow, was remanded in custody until July 5, 2024, when he is expected to make a bail application. Legal counsel for Philip Rowe, who intended to make a bail application for his client when he appeared before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday, argued that the accused has been in custody for some time and that he said was impacting his business operations and his role as a breadwinner for his 3 children. However, the notion was struck down by Senior Parish Judge Sanche Burrell, who told the counsel that she would not be rushed. The recycling company owner is currently before the court for allegedly receiving stolen property. According to court documents, police were conducting an operation in Riverton based on intelligence received when they visited a premises where Rowe's business is located. The premises was searched and the copper wires were found in a storeroom on the property. The police said Rowe was called and he presented himself. He was then questioned about the copper wire, which he said he purchased from individuals. The copper wire was confiscated in 2 police trucks. Arguing his client's case, Rowe's lawyer told the court that there is nothing on the wires to indicate ownership. However, the clerk noted Flow's assertion that the wires belonged to them, to which Judge Burrell responded, "It would appear to me that it is not the composition, it is the styling, it is how they put it together." Rowe is to return to court for further mention. A fingerprint order was also made. Clarington teen fatally shot during reported confrontation with the cops. A 19-year-old was fatally shot during a reported confrontation with the police in Clarington on Monday. The deceased has been identified as Rockhoy Cummings of a Maypen address. Reports are that at about 2:15 p.m., people doing business at a section of Manchester Avenue in the parish were sent scampering for cover after they heard loud explosions sounding like gunfire. Minutes later, a police team was seen leaving the area. Information soon emerged that a man was fatally shot by members of the police team. He was later identified as Cummings. The police said the matter has since been reported to the Independent Commission of Investigation. Businessman fined $250,000 for unauthorized use of trademark. A businessman who was selling products, including oil he believed to be sourced through Chevron, was on Tuesday fined $250,000 or 30 days in prison. Appearing before Senior Parish Judge Sanche Burrell in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court, 36-year-old Kemar Coke pleaded guilty to unauthorized use of trademark. According to court documents, officers visited a premises owned by Coke where they observed the containers with the car parts and oil. Further checks were made and it was revealed that the oil discovered amounted to 262 5-gallon buckets of the product. The accused, who operates a retail business selling truck parts and other items including oil, told the officers that he bought the items from a supplier he found online who sells a cheaper oil through what he believed to be Chevron. Pleading his case, his lawyer argued that, based on his personal interactions with the supplier, the source appeared to be loose. He further argued that Coke had no previous convictions and has been very cooperative with law enforcement in the matter. Agreeing that Coke's cooperation speaks volumes and making the point that the goods were processed through customs, Judge Burrell said, "I have to take it into consideration that you are a 36-year-old who is trying to operate a business and trying to find the cheaper supplies." She noted, however, that his desire to find the cheaper supplies did not relieve him of his responsibility to provide quality products. "It is your responsibility to ensure you are not selling bad products to clients. Bad products mash up car engine," Burrell said. Coke was sentenced and given a stern warning. "Sir, don't do it again. Be very careful," the judge told him. Herbert Marson Tech VP passes away after battling cancer. The Herbert Marson Technical High School community has been plunged into mourning following the death of its lower school vice principal, Tammy Terrell Smith. Smith, who dedicated over 30 years of service to the St. James-based institution, lost her fight with cancer on Saturday night, one of her close friends told the news. She reportedly died at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay, where she was hospitalized. Smith taught history and geography at Herbert Marson before she was promoted to the senior post. Since the news of her death, former students and close friends have flocked to the school's Facebook group to share their condolences, along with happy memories of the dedicated educator. T.T. Smith was an inspiring teacher whose passion for education and a genuine care for her students left a lasting impact on everyone she taught, including me, wrote Vinton Horton. Real legends never die, they transition. Her legacy lives on through us who came in contact with her, because one thing for sure, she drove discipline in us, Jane Woolery commented. He added that she was a woman of standards and high value, which she gave us. Miss Smith, fly high until we meet again. Miss Smith played a major role in shifting my life's trajectory. I will forever be grateful for her impact. R.I.P., said Michael Natu. Witness delay prompts early adjournment in Keith Clark murder trial. Prosecutors in the Keith Clark case plan to present approximately 9 additional witnesses to the Home Circuit Court as the trial concerning the accountant's murder 14 years ago progresses. The Crown, led by prosecutor Latoya Bernard, indicated on Tuesday that initially it had 10 witnesses to call, but the number was reduced. The first of the 9 witnesses is not able to attend the court until Thursday, so Tuesday's hearing was prematurely adjourned. It cannot be said that the Crown is wasting time because we have to go according to the availability of the witnesses, Bernard said yesterday as the defense attorneys scoffed. 3 soldiers, Private Arnold Henry and the Lance Corporals Greg Tinglin and Odell Buckley, have been implicated in Clark's death and are currently being tried for murder. King's Counsel Valerie Nita Robertson, who represents Tinglin, expressed a concern about the defense being prejudiced based on lack of confirmation by the prosecution on its witnesses. We have had that conversation in chambers, my lord, about trying not to get the matter to go over to the next term. In addition to that, we have witnesses who are just waiting and waiting and waiting, but we don't have a timeline, the senior attorney said. She noted that there were months of preparation and the prosecution's proposition of a timeline could have helped the Home Circuit Court to have a better direction on Tuesday. Just for the record, documents were served years ago. We are now in a trial and we have been trying to find out which witness is going to be called next. Usually the DPP or whoever appears for the office of the DPP would give us a timeline. That doesn't mean that adjustments cannot be made, Nita Robertson added. In response, Bernard said, in light of the witness for today, which based on the procedure that would have taken, as I indicated, would have taken place today or tomorrow, that document was long served from last year. Bernard said one of the issues is that one of the witnesses is of contention, which they aim to solve. The defense has suggested that Clark, his daughter, and his wife were hosting then-fugitive Christopher Dudu's Coke at their house in May 2010, when members of the security forces invaded their premises and shot the accountant dead while in search of coke. Clark, 63, was shot 21 times during the raid. The defense is also contending that Coke and a group of gunmen were in the basement of the Clark's home on the night of the raid and fired at the security forces before escaping in bushes at the back of the premises. The hearing will continue on Thursday with one of the witnesses who initially stated that she could start a cross-examination next week but agreed to start tomorrow when contacted by Bernard during a court break. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.